I guess we're going to try this again. And it is recording. And I hope the volume is working. Okay, so for some odd reason, I tried to make a video. And unfortunately, I did kind of babble on a little too long. So I'm going to make this short and sweet and a couple categories. And the volume didn't work. I had no volume whatsoever. For some odd reason, the mic didn't work. And the fact that I kind of babbled on, I decided I'm going to go ahead and break this down to a couple different videos. As you can tell on the title, 22 LR you can use for self-defense. But before I get to that part of it, I want to touch on thinking outside the box, due diligence, be smart about what you're doing. You know, do your research, do your own testing. So I want to touch on that. And when I say that, the reason why I'm making this video is because these are the things I'm kind of interested in, you know, the survival, the prepping, the shit hit the fan kind of thing. I like all that. I even like watching airsoft videos where these guys are hitting hitting each other with airsoft. I like watching the ghillie suit things, you know, the guys making ghillie suits, customizing their ghillie suits. You know, I like all that stuff. That stuff interests me. And that may be the reason why you're sitting here listening to me blab. Truth of the matter is, here lately I've been noticing, because of the way I think everything's happening in the world, mainly in the States, because I'm in the States, I think there's more and more of algorithm going on with this, you know, with me watching this. And I noticed I wouldn't call it a trend, but I definitely noticed more and more videos talking about is 22 LR a good self-defense round, shell. And I gotta watch some of my wording because I don't really want to get flagged against, you know, whatever these rules and regulations are. I don't make enough videos, so I probably won't, but I don't want to, you know, take that chance anyway. I'm not a big YouTuber. I don't have a big channel. One channel I have 0 subscribers. The other channel I got 45, and that was pretty much for when I did an alternator conversion on a Goldwing. So, you know, but I want people to understand anything can be used as self-defense. Anything. Anything can be used as a weapon. And I don't even know if I should even use that word. I'm going to refer to pew-pews, short and long pew-pews. And I'm going to try to say shells, because I don't know what words really flag, what words really don't flag. Like I said, I'm not a big YouTuber, so I don't want to take the chance. I really want to get this video out, and hopefully if I can at least get one viewer to use common sense and think outside the box and really give it some thought of what I say. Now, these are more opinions than facts, and I'm going to get that right out of the way. These are more opinions than facts, although I do have some facts to back up some of my opinions. I'm not here to disagree with anybody. I'm not here to argue with anybody. I'm not here to promote anything. Matter of fact, I may not even shout out some brands that I've tried. I may or may not. I don't think I will, but if it happens, it happens. But I'm not here to promote. I'm not here to try to sell. I don't even really care if I even get likes. Uh, but if somebody did come across this video, my agenda is to make them understand. Don't take everything with a grain of salt. Uh, some of these guys, I totally agree with. Some of these guys, I kind of laugh at. Um, so it's not really based upon facts. It's more or less based upon opinions. That's really what this comes down to. And I don't want people to be misinformed. Uh, so I'm going to get this right off the bat. 22 LR can be used for self-defense. 22 LR can be used for hunting. 22 LR can be used for practice, for learning, for fun. And that's the key word, fun. But at the same time, get educated, get trained, get, familiar with what you're doing. And at the same time, while you're doing all this, it's all fun. And later on in the segments that I do, we'll get a little bit deeper and deeper and deeper. And if you want to watch that, great. If you don't, no big deal. I want to start doing this channel. I have two of them, but this particular one, I want to do it a little differently. And again, I'm not a YouTuber and I'm not planning to be one. I just want to make people think outside the box, make people make their own judgments. Get educated. And again, take everybody with a grain of salt, including me. What I'm saying is not gospel. It's not written in concrete. It's just my opinion, my thoughts that I am sharing. And if you agree with them, great. At the same time, still do research. Still do your homework. And what I mean by that is when I get to probably the next part 2 or 3 or whatever, it will be really down to what I'm trying to say there. This is more of a entry kind of introduction, segment, of what I am fixing to put out there. And I'm going to try to do it in parts. How good it's going to be, I have no idea, because again, I'm not a YouTuber and it's the first time I'm talking to a camera. And it's a little weird, okay? So I guess I keep looking up because I'm looking at a picture, of a guy fishing, with some background and the mountain scenery and all that a good friend of mine made me. And I could have went fishing this morning. I was invited to go fishing, do a little crappie fishing and maybe even a little catfishing, I'm not sure. And I turned it down because I had a few things I had to take care of this morning. And I felt like they couldn't be, the things I had to take care of couldn't wait until later in the day. And, best time to go fishing is early in the morning, my opinion. And I just didn't want to do it. I didn't want to go fishing and put off what I had to take care of. What they say, work then play, don't play then try to work, because it won't work. So, that's why I keep looking at that picture. And again, this is really new to me, and so bear with me. And so this is going to be my introduction video, and it's about 22 LR. Selected words are going to be long pew pew and short pew pew. So, and I'm probably going to refer to the name shells. And maybe, I'll throw in a couple different styles, if it's lead round nose, copper coated instead of saying the other one. because I think that word, when you use the word full blank, blank, uh, it's flagged. So I'm going to probably refer to this as copper coated because that's really what it is on certain ones. And then HP, you know, will be hollow point, and I'm sure that word there is flagged too. But I was referring to either or. Um, I'm just going to try to be as cautious as possible because I really want this video to get out there and educate some people. And when I mean by educating, I mean educating them in my opinion and my thoughts. Some of it's based on facts, some of it's based on trial and error, and some of it's just based on opinion. I'm not going to get all feely and all that crap. I'm not here to bash anybody. I'm not here to disagree or argue, or, well, I am disagreeing. I'm not here to argue with anybody. And I'm not here to promote any products, push any products. What works for me works for me. And that's where this video is about, you know, what works for you. Especially, I really want to lean this towards more the newer people getting into this, you know, the 22 LRs. That's really what I want to lean this into. I want to lean this into more towards folks that are not familiar with pew pews. Kind of give them a general idea about the 22 LR. That's where I want to stick with. I'm not going to talk about any other shells or, you know, pew pews. It's really going to be the 22 LR. So that's where I want to nail it down to. And I will tell you, there is a particular guy that I watched, and when I watched him, and I stuck it out, I really did. I stuck it out to the end of the video, and then when I had to listen, I listened to every word he said, and really, that video should be taken down because it was all wrong. Other than the history of the 22. That is the only thing he got right, was the history, you know, dating back, you know, and from the 1800s. That's the only thing he got right. But when he got up to speed of the 1990s and 2000s, them particular years, he was way off base and wrong, totally wrong. Not even opinionated wrong. These were facts that he was kind of stating, and they were wrong. And I'm thinking, my God, you know, this guy should not be putting out this video. I mean, he's misinforming people. And then I watched a couple other videos because the algorithm was kicking in, you know, and because these are things that I like to watch. So, but I noticed with the algorithm, and I don't want to use the word trendy because it's really not a trend. But it picked up what I was watching, I guess, and it decided to throw out a couple more videos for me to watch, and you know, as far as the algorithm goes. And I watched them. Okay, so I truly think that some of these guys are really throwing out their opinion, but they're trying to make it sound like a fact, and it's not a fact. And I want to share that with you. You know, somebody who's new into the 22 LR scene, or somebody who's familiar with it, but given the way today's events are happening, and I really got to be selective with my words, but surely to God, hopefully you understand what I'm saying. But the way the events of today is, the way people think, what's going on out there, how, you know, media portrays things, you know, and what reality is. And I just want and hope that I can at least reach one person, just one person, and have them understand what's going on. So this is my introductory tutorial, video. Next part, we'll touch on something else, and then so on, so on, so on. And I really think the next part's going to be probably the different types of ammo and style, and really what that goal should be for that particular style of ammo. Not so much brands, but style. Everybody knows there's better brands, poorer brands, mediocre brands, but the style. And, well, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. So I hope y'all watch my next few segments, and I'm going to try to keep them as short as possible. And like I said, the first time I did this, I kind of babbled on. And then after I checked the video, I had no fucking volume. So I'm hoping I got volume on this one. But until then, I appreciate you. I really, truly appreciate you watching and taking the time. And I hope that I can get a few people out there just to even hit the like button, maybe even comment, and give me your thoughts. If your comments are very blasting, rude, or inconsiderate, whether it be to other commenters or to myself, I will delete them. And I want this to be fun, educational, a discussion, and be somewhat family, because I do cuss. So somewhat family oriented. And that's the way it's going to be. So if you plan on being one of them keyboard warriors, go somewhere else. Pick on somebody else. I won't put up with it. I've got too many other bullshit problems in my life, to worry about than some keyboard warrior across the country or across the states and wanting to bash me or other people to comment. So I appreciate anybody who watches this, and I will see you on the next segment.